Oh, miigwech. Miigwech. Thank you, Brian. So at this time, I'm going to call upon Richard Sinclair to come up with me and John Rumbaugh, the two other artists who are exhibiting here at this art show. And so yeah, as I said before, I want to thank you, Mr. Don Robinson. Come on up here. I want to congratulate you, in the best way that we know how, as First Nations people, to give you what we consider as the highest honor among our people, this white eagle feather. And I want to thank you for everything that you've done for Mishwa Bika Namaki, Norval Morisseau, Grand Shaman of the Ojibway people, to honor his spirit and all the work that you've done to help protect his legacy. I want to thank you so much for what you've done, and I want to pass this on to you. And here you go. Chili Witch. Thank you so much.
I have to excuse my voice, people, because I've been having a struggle with a bug for the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I'll do my best. First, I want to say congratulations to the 3 artists who have the work displayed here. It's a beautiful display, and it exhibits a real integrity and a real ability in the paintings. And I think that's pretty evident. I'd like to say thank you for this truly great honor, Mark. I know how important this honor is. I know what it means, and I'm truly very proud to accept it. There are probably, I know there's at least 2 more people in this room that equally deserve this honor, and maybe even more so than me. And I hope that they know what I'm talking about. And I hope that someday they get this honor too. There's everybody in this room, I think, is interested in preserving the truth and the integrity of Norval's work. And there's just some little, I can't talk long, but there's one little thing I'm going to tell you about my background with Norval that really we haven't talked about much. And that was that 21 or 22 years ago, when I first actually got brave enough to meet Norval, although I knew of him long before that. I'd actually sold his paintings long before that, several years before that. But when I first met him, I was scared actually. I had heard a lot of things about Norval, and they frightened me as an art dealer. And I talked to Jack Pollock, and he told me a few things. And I even went into Jack Pollock's gallery when I was getting out of school, and I wandered into his gallery one day. I forget where it was, but anyway, there he was with his He was sitting around the desk. There were a couple of young guys around him, and his head was down like this, and his nose was this far from the desk. I didn't know him, but I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Oh, I'm having a Norval Morrisseau show." And he says, "I've already sent out the invitations, and the paintings haven't arrived." So I don't know. That was my introduction. That was long before. So
I bet they got there though.
yeah, they did. But, I think he was painting on the spot.
Brian knows that one.
There's one thing I want to say is that in all the years I was with Norval, there was a real element of trust built up between both of us. I was scared to start with, and I didn't know what I could expect. I didn't really expect that he would stay with me for so long, or even for a short time even. I wasn't sure. And I think though I learned to trust him, he learned to trust me, and I can say, with all honesty, that over 21 years, I guess it was, of working with Norval and Gabe in later years, never was there an occasion where they did not, Norval nor Gabe, did not live up to what they told me they would do. They did not live up, they always lived up to their agreements, and believe me, I watched it very carefully. I made several trips out to the studio and so on, and I was watching everything. And I never had reason to doubt for 1 second that his integrity was very, very high degree, and I tried to do the same. So I don't think that's something that I've ever talked about before. So I guess that's all I have to say. Again, thank you very much for this. I'm very proud to have it, and I hope that we can all protect and preserve Norval's artistic legacy. Thanks again.
Keep it going.